Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we'll be reviewing a Chevy Colorado Z71. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Chevy here in Provo, Utah for giving me some time with this Colorado. I'll include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2.7 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 18 around 10, and then 23 on the highway, with power outputs being 310 horsepower and then 430 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you're going to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see how it's kind of raised there on either side. Really cool muscular design. And then I love the Colorado's new headlight design too. I think that's really sharp. The grille is pretty much all blacked out. You got the Z71 badge there. You can see fog lights down below. Now, one thing I don't like about the Z71, you've got a big air dam there at the bottom. It's supposed to be an off-road package, right? Anyways, you do have red tow hooks. So putting it all together, despite the air dam, it's a cool looking truck. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 265, 65, 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see with the wheels, you got the silver mixed with the metallic gray. And then I like this with the fender. I think that looks really sharp. And then you can see with the mirror cap blacked out. And then we got our Z71 decal here on the back. And then you can see we've got leaf springs here. And then here is the full side profile on the Colorado. Now taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function. We got the remote start function, and then you can see the Chevy bow tie there on the back. Now popping into the bed, this one doesn't have protection from the factory. It's the only downside, but it's actually a pretty big bed for a mid-size pickup truck. And this does have the storage that you have in the Canyon as well. It's pretty cool. So you just do those two tabs and then lift this up and see the little drain there. So nice feature. And this is always protected on them. And you can see with the ruler. And then lifting up the tailgate, pretty dang light. You can see Chevrolet there stamped into the tailgate. And then look at the tail lights. Got the little bumper step there, parking sensors as well. And putting it all together, let me guys think about the looks here with the new Colorado. Now taking a look at the door panel, you can see you've got the soft touch trim here, and then you got the red stitching and then a little bit of storage. And then this one has interesting seats. So you've got cloth here in the center, but then vinyl on the side, and then you got the red accenting with the seats. You also do have some storage underneath the seats, and then you can see the loading floor in front. And then with the seat, yeah, just do that. Popping in's got to step up a little bit, but it's not too bad. Legroom back here, pretty typical for mid-size pickup truck. Got some cup holders, vents, USBs down below. I also have the window, and then headroom. It's good. Now taking a look at the front door panel, you can see again with all this soft touch trim here. We've got our window controls. Notice that one's automatic. Mirror adjustments as well, and then the mirrors do have blind spot monitoring. When it comes to payload capacity with this truck, you see 1,516 pounds. Then here's the front seat. Again, got that cool kind of trim. It's like a camo design. Neat. All of your adjustments on the side, trailer brake controls here, and then you can see the nice trim. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see soft touch all around, and then you got the red stitching on the center, radio controls on the back, and then you've got stuff like your adaptive cruise control. You've got controls for the center, including for the screen, and then you have your turn signal, windshield wiper stock. Now taking a look at the gauge cluster, it's fully digital, and cool thing with the Colorado gauge cluster is you can change the view here with it. I think it's a fun feature to be able to change what the gauge cluster actually shows information wise, or how it's kind of like stylized. Just adds to the fun. 360 camera system, as you can see, and we can go through and see different angles outside of the truck itself. Really good resolution. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, yeah, the lights are built into the screen, but outside of that, really good response time, easy to use. Dual zone climate controls below it, heated seats as well. And then you can see with the stitching across the dash and everything with the darker trim. And then notice with this, all the windows roll down at once. You got the auto stop start, hazard lights, lane departure, and for the auxiliary item if you want to add that. Wireless phone charging pad, some USBs. Shifter for the 8-speed automatic. And then we've got our drive line select. So advanced 4-wheel drive system, 2-speed transfer case, if you're wondering. Nice soft touch trim here on the side, by the way, where your knee would go into if you're a taller person. And then we've got some cup holders. Decent storage, nice trim on the top, and then with the glove box, yeah, pretty normal. And here's a quick look at the window sticker for this 2024 Z71. You can see the base MSRP. Now this does have a few options added to it. There's your total MSRP, $46,755, and let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, do a blind spot ring, the rest of the rear. And let us set off in the Colorado. So I just reviewed a Canyon ET4 the other day, but this is a bit more affordable. I think that Canyon was like 51 MSRP. This is 46. So $5 grand. I mean, that's a big chunk of change. But first off, this has the, I mean, you guys heard the power figures. This has the high output version. So they call it the Turbo Max. You've got the Turbo Plus, which is what I saw originally in most of the Colorados, but now I'm seeing the Turbo Max in most of them. So it seems like most of the dealers are just deciding to order out the big bad boy powertrain. Great torque though. This is smooth. I did a comparison with this truck today over at the Nissan dealership. So I had to drive it a little bit longer, and it's a nice truck. It drives well. It's pretty dang comfortable for a mid-size pickup truck. These modern mid-size pickup trucks kind of drive like the full-size pickup trucks used to back in the day in terms of comfort, and then also the size. I mean, it's crazy how big trucks have gotten. I mean, back in the day, right, it was single cab was most of the trucks, and now it's like you got these big full-size four-door trucks, huge beds. It's cool though, capability, right? And you know, the utility of being able to use them as not only just a truck but also a family vehicle. I think that it's really cool. The seats are actually pretty comfortable. You know, Chevy has been known to kind of make some harder seats, but these ones definitely are not bad. And I guess that I don't think this has a sport mode. We'll just keep it normal mode for this here. Oh, I can finally get up and move now. Yeah, it's got great power. And for a 4-cylinder in a pickup truck, it's quick. It's better than you'd think it would be. I'm interested to see how Toyota's hybrid performs in the new Tacoma, because I've driven the new Tacoma with the regular 4-cylinder, and it's not bad, but I mean, it's not nearly as powerful as this. So it'll be interesting to see how that hybrid, the iForce Max, performs in the new Tacoma. But yeah, I guess to put everything together, I think this truck looks pretty cool, except for the air dam. I gotta say that. Nice interior, and it's reasonably priced compared to the competition. I mean, you know, in terms of, again, Tacoma is what everyone's talking about because that's just the king of the mid-sized pickup truck market. $46,000 buys you an SR5 Tacoma. So I think this is nicer than an SR5 when it comes to features, and it has more power. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you get this over at Tacoma. I'll try to get comparison in the future. Not sure when that will happen, but that's all.